3-4. 12 Tyron. Bernie. Goal, Tristan Prendergast. Final round of the season, round 30.
Still going?
Yep, still going. Alrighty. Let's get these team sheets loaded. How we sound? You good? Alright.
Blacktown City hosting Hills United. Team lineups are in, and whilst players continue to warm up out on the field, we'll run through today's lineups for you. Firstly, the visiting side, Hills United. In goals, number 1, Ryan Wood. Number 6, Isaac Hobart. Number 8, Bunky Petrados. Number 9, Iwakubo. Number 12, Jordan Lane. Number 13, Cameron Philp. Number 16, Lockie Seppi. 20, Thomas Lopez. Number 22, Byron Ginn. Number 26, Thomas Macco. And the captain, number 27, Nikolai Muller on the bench. For Hills United, number 7, Wade Giovanali. Number 10, Jamal Belcardi. Number 11, Anthony Franchi. Number 17, Caleb Jackson Brown. Number 77, Timmy Petrados. And the reserve goalkeeper, number 31, William Lucas. They are coached by Luke Casserly. Your Blacktown City, they line up like this today. In goals, number 20, Caden Henderson. Number 3, Jaden Trenkowski. Number 4, Lockie Campbell. Number 6, Adam Berry. Number 8, a big welcome back to the team, Jack O'Brien. Number 10, the skipper, Murray Chabau. Number 12, Tyron Burney. Number 14, Mitchell Malia. Number 16, Ben Berry. Number 17, Marty Fernandez. And the Iceman, number 23, rounds out the starting 11, Joey Gibbs. On the bench, number 1, Tristan Prendergast. Number 9, Ruben Awaratifi. Number 11, Danny Troy. Number 19, Julian Rodriguez. Number 22, Jacob Manidi. Number 41, Daniel McHugh. Coached by Mark Crittenden. Your officials today in the centre, Sam Kelly's your referee. Assistant referees, Pat Teleki and Rowan Fisher. And Danny Horsted is your 4th official. Best of luck to both sides. partner Walker, corporate partners Lendon Homes, Mento Hospitality, Sinorama Blacktown, Blacktown City Council, Retriever Towing, Blacktown Workers, Sets AV, Connex, MST Financial, Event Projects, Eagle Development, Philo, Boys in the Box, not to forget, Dentivision, Exotic Nurseries, Sydney Tile Gallery, Access Fire Protection, SWAR 99.9 FM, Blacktown News, Alive 90.5, Western News, ASA Football. And fellow homes, a big thank you to our sponsors once again for coming on board, supporting this great club in season 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Landon Stadium for the final regular game of the season. Round 30 action here in Blacktown. Blacktown City hosting Hills United as the players make their way out onto the centre of the park.
All roads lead to Landon for round 30, the final match day of the regular season of the National Premier League New South Wales men's competition. It all comes down to this, well, for Hills United at least. Final thrown up for Blacktown, and so much on the line for Hills United. It's Pete Ryan with you for the final match day of the regular season. Absolute pleasure to have your company wherever it is in the world you may be watching from. Well, team news is in. There's just a bit of it to get through as well, so let's take you through how each side lines up ahead of kickoff here at Landon Stadium. Wholesale changes from Mark Crittenden's side, of course, with one eye on the finals. That's elimination final to be played on Wednesday. Short turnaround there. In goal for the first time this season, Caden Henderson. Number 3, Jaden Trenkowski. Number 4, Lachlan Campbell. Number 6, making his first start since the 4th of May, Adam Derry. Number 8, also returning from injury today, Jack O'Brien. Number 10, and captain Mario Chabot. The 12, Tyron Burney. 14, Mitch Mullier. 16, Ben Berry. 17, Marty Fernandez. And 23, of course, the Iceman, as he's known around these parts, Joey Gibbs. For Hills United, technically the away side this afternoon, of course. 3 changes for Luke Castley's side. Out drop Anthony Frangi, Jimmy Petratos, as well as Daniel Petkovsky, due to suspension after his red card last week. In goal, of course, number 1, Ryan Wood. Number 6, Isaac Hobart. Number 8, Mackie Petratos. Number 9, Yu Akubo. Number 12, Jordan Lane. 13, Karen Hilton. 15, Lachlan Stepping. 20, Thomas Lopez. 22, Byron Gibbs. 26, Thomas Marco. And wearing the captain's armband on his final appearance, the 27, Nico Muller. Long and storied career for Nico Muller. around the world, and that Hills United for the final time. He'll be hoping that he can hoist Hills off the foot of the table on the last day of the season. Referee Sam Kelly just conducting his final checks, synchronising their watches. And for the final time this season, the whistle blows, and away we go. Blacktown to get us underway, kicking from left to right on your screens. Well, as we alluded to in the preamble, of course, Hills currently anchored to the foot of the table. It's all to play for if they are to break through. Looking to force a way through was Lopez. If they are to stay up, I should say. Of course, nothing short of 3 points would suffice to secure their status in the top flight for 2025. Not just that, but they would be relying on results elsewhere to go their way as well. Sydney FC and Sutherland in action elsewhere, with the concurrent 3 p.m. kickoffs this afternoon, really bringing a beautiful symphony of organised chaos. Of course, if Sydney and Sutherland lose their respective fixtures and Hills get 3 points today, that would be enough to keep them in the top flight. So many various permutations. Mariners, of course, hoping to avoid the relegation playoff spot. They're in action at Rockdale currently. Not exactly an easy assignment, the recently crowned premiers in Rockdale. Sydney FC, of course, in action at Jubilee against Sydney Olympic. Here is Nico Muller. He took it away from him. Mitch Malia looked to put his foot through it. Hoisted up into the air by Berry. Adam Berry, of course. It's wonderful to see Adam Berry back into the side. Of course, as we said, his first start since all the way back in May. Injuries have really ravaged this Blacktown City squad for much of the season. We get a chance to rotate a few players today as well. As we said, 1 away on the finals. Yet to be seen who they'll take on in that first elimination final on Wednesday night. Of course, 3v6 and 4v5. Blacktown could finish third or fourth, or potentially fifth as well. Take a big swing in goal difference, so mind you. Here's Henderson, as we said, his first start of the season. For the young Rodman to get some minutes in here. Tristan Prendergast rested today, ever present up until this point. Picked out in the middle of the park by Gen. Can't hold on to it though, and Fernandez with a chance to try and free up a bit of space. It's going to be a big raking crossfield ball to Tyron Burney. Slides one in behind for Mitch Malia as well. Tries to clip it into the box, is closed down quickly. First corner of the afternoon in the way of Blacktown. Mitch Malia deceived just about everyone, including yours truly there, with a little step over at the corner. I thought he was going to go for the variation and play it short to Chabot. He will indeed anyway. Berry whips one in. Cross is reasonably comfortably dealt with, but I'll get a chance to reload. Burney fizzes it forward towards Ben Berry. Repelled once again. Chabot with a chance to carry it over halfway now. Kovar coming across, covering defence. For Mario Chabot as well, it's his first minute since round 25. at Plume Park. Of course, he went off oh so early in that one. He was under an injury cloud coming into the match. Good chance for him to get some minutes in as well. As this one right over the top, Berry deals with it. Bouncing ball for Henderson. We saw bouncing ball from the back pass causing absolute chaos for the Mariners last week too. Pass from Sash Kazevsky took the most wicked of bobbles and straight over the foot of the goalkeeper. Henderson proving very equal to it though for Blacktown. Here's again, Henderson. Calm under pressure, just clipping it forward centrally towards Fernandez. Joey Gibbs look to drive it forwards. A little frenetic out there in the centre of the park. Well, we can bring you an update from elsewhere, as we will endeavour to continue to do throughout the course of the afternoon. This does not bode exactly well for Hills United. Kubo looks to bring that out of the sky and does. Bring you that update in just a moment. It's Maki Pakratos unable to retain possession though. Now, Gibbs and Malia bring you that update now. Sutherland are a goal to the good, courtesy of a header from Mitchell Stamatellis. As we said, for Hills to guarantee their safety, as this is cut out by Gen. They would need both Sutherland and Sydney FC to lose, and they would need to
Progress
secure
scores from
all
around the
3
ground.
points themselves.
Marconi Stadium, it's Marconi 1 leading Western Sydney Wanderers 0. And at Seymour Shaw Park, Sutherland Sharks 1 leading St George FC 0.
To hear legendary ground announcer there, Will Gotsis, announcing the progress scores. I saw a few furtive sideways glances from the Hills United faithful in the crowd. Well, we're only 7 or so minutes in, but you can see some nails being chewed right down to the bone. Strap yourselves in, it doesn't get any easier. Gurney, Gibbs, combinations not quite clicking at the last there, taken off the toe of Malia, and now Nico Muller. Good recovering challenge from Mitch Malia. Gibbs to Bow. Malia. Jack O'Brien. Stepping in is Phil. A tangle of legs as well at the end of it, but Blacktown once again able to, well, play their way into trouble, I should say. Straight to the feet of Yua Kubo. Working its way out to Nico Muller. Pulls the trigger from the edge of the area. Certainly about his sort of range, Nico Muller. I've seen him score a couple of worldies from that sort of distance throughout the course of the season. Just an early sighter for the German on this occasion. Well, progress score from Sutherland as well. Doesn't exactly bode well for the Central Coast Mariners. As we said, they are safe from automatic relegation, but desperately hoping to avoid the relegation playoff. We'll take Sutherland ahead of the Mariners. Mitch Malia, the former Mariner himself. Chabot, another former Mariner. To Berry, another former Mariner. Adam Berry, another former Mariner. They're queuing up here. Marty Fernandez, not a Mariner. Kicked in behind for Joey Gibbs. Marshalled effectively by Thomas Mako. Kratos. Reliably informed by Will Gotsis that Marty, while not a former Mariner, he was a former Wanderer, of course. Petratos. Effective covering defence there from Ben Berry. Hill's first corner of the afternoon here. Speaking of the Wanderers, of course, they are in action at the Palace this afternoon, and they are a goal behind. So Marconi. Goal coming nearly 15 minutes ago. Deadlocked elsewhere throughout the league, as we are here as well. Referee Sam Kelly just playing headmaster. There's a crowded, massive bodies in that 6-yard box there. Potential chaos brewing. Flipped in towards a near post, flicked around the corner as well. Wasn't able to guide it goalwards, and Blacktown able to carry it clear. Firm challenge from Nico Muller. And Jack O'Brien, a little too firm for referee Sam Kelly's liking. Blacktown eager to get things on the move quickly with Malia. Going around the outside of Lane, and back around the inside, and then back around the outside with Fernandez. Malia. Bit of a heavy touch, took it off his toe. Hill's able to play clear centrally. Petratos just pauses, assessing his options. Lane, and across the back it will go. Slacker almost playing his way into trouble, but fizzed it at the feet of Ginn. Can't advance past Trent Koski on the far touchline. I'll get a chance to go again though. The aerial route this time for Lopez. Product though. Of course, Australia Cup action this afternoon as well. Newcastle taking on MacArthur. Two A-League sides, and then of course South Melbourne in action against Olympic FC from Queensland's NPL system later this evening. That one's a 5:30 kickoff. Currently just over 20 minutes gone in the Newcastle game. The Jets are 2 goals to the good. They're absolutely soaring up in Newcastle at the moment. Immediately harassed and harried, but is like able to turn and link up with Malia. Once again, Malia. Blacktown patient in their build-up. Skids off the surface and all the way through as well. Trankowski. Surface here at Landon, of course, gets quite a lot of use. 2 main tenants in action here today, Blacktown and Hills United. Back underway. Fernandez. Cross once again is blocked off. Delivery from Trankowski not finding its way into the area. Sam Kelly just signalling a throw in. Fernandez. Chabot. Something cooking here perhaps for Blacktown. Bernie getting forward as he so often wants to do. Things you'll love to see, an overlapping fullback. Malia linking up with Gibbs again, but can't bustle his way through. Low block of Hills United as Akubo. Now Lopez, he's offside. Berry stepping up to great effect, as well as Lachlan Campbell, 2 centre halves. Chabot. Attenberry. Burney, who'd stayed forward. Wants to go past his opposite number 12. Instead, it's Berry to whip in the cross. It's curled in at the head of Joey Gibbs. It was on top of him before he knew it, and really difficult to crank the neck muscles enough to generate real sort of power enough to test Ryan Woods. Over, I think it's straight at Chabot. Gibbs is really unceremoniously dumped to the deck there. Thomas Mako going straight through the back of Blacktown number 23. Chabot gets things on the move. Fernandez maybe thought about the shot. Instead, clips it back onto his right and out to Attenberry. Again, curls one in. Again, it's repelled only as far as Chabot. Interesting looking sort of delivery. Had Ryan Woods half interested. Goalkeeper started to come off his line. Opted not to. Happy to watch it behind. Just a little too far ahead of Joey Gibbs. Well, if you're just joining us on the Football New South Wales YouTube live pages, absolute pleasure to have your company here from London Stadium. Of course, still deadlocked. Neither side able to break the deadlock, but Urakubo looking to change that. Juggling. And then Petratos. Well, the shot was blocked off. It will be a corner. And we can bring you an update from Wollongong, where Manly United have just taken the lead. That one has very little bearing on this one here, as it's again the in-swinging delivery to the near post. Not the direction required to test Caden Henderson. Urakubo again looking to apply that press. Blacktown confidence in playing their way out, as well they might be. Here's Berry. Chabot. Plenty of time to get his head up and scan for options. Trenkoski is one of them. Chabot again. Joey Gibbs. Chabot might opt for the raking crossfield ball. He does indeed. Spotted Tyrone Burney. He's waiting to receive. And now Burney with a chance to skip inside. Berry. It's his turn to switch the point of attack to Trenkoski, and it's an emphatic clearance really all the way back to Caden Henderson. Oh, Lachlan Campbell might have played his way into trouble, and I'll tell you what, Lopez has spotted Henderson a long way off his line, trying to catch the goalkeeper out. Half a chance there. Thomas Lopez just looking back at the bench and shrugging, saying, well, the chance was on. If you don't buy a ticket, you don't win the lottery. As we said, Hills United need all 3 points today. They also need Sydney FC to lose and Sutherland to lose, but currently Sutherland up a goal to nil at Seymour Shore, as we said.
Updated scores from around the grounds at Macedonia Park. It's Wollongong Wolves 0, Man United 1.
Berry, oh, he's given Henderson a bit of a puzzle to figure out there, and I'll tell you what, Blacktown custodian has done ever so well. Passing that one with flying colours. Burney. Malia. Again, that link up with Gibbs, and Burney has continued his overlapping run. First time delivery for Fernandez. He makes no mistake from there.
Goal to Blacktown City, scored by number 17, Marty Fernandez. Blacktown City 1, Elliot Hills United 0.
Goal number 7 in all competitions for Fernandez this season. Goal number 6 in the NPL first grade. And he couldn't have been presented with a much easier finish. Directly in front of goal, a wicked delivery, take nothing away from it from Tyron Burney. And that is an absolute hammer blow for Hills. Absolute mountain to climb now. It's hard to get anything out of this one. They're going to have to throw absolutely everything they have and then some. Blacktown, decent value. Malia. What about using Berry instead? Flips one inside. It's a delicious looking ball. It could be two! Dinked over the top of the onrushing Ryan Woods. Just a matter of centimetres away from doubling their advantage in the blink of an eye. It's almost very much party time here at Blacktown. We can bring you a progress score from elsewhere as well, mind you. At the Palace, the Wanderers have just equalised. It's one apiece there. Getting that one with very little bearing. Little to no bearing, in fact, on what's transpiring here at Landon. Mile secured for Blacktown. Chabot. Again, it's that raking crossfield ball looking to open up the point of attack with Burney. Adam Berry. Burney again. It was his cross that did the damage earlier. Could it be again? Edge of the 6-yard box. Chisco! Absolutely rifled home. And Blacktown go bang.
Goal to Blacktown City, scored by number 14, Mitchell Malia.
It is, of course.
Blacktown City 2, Hills United 0.
He's absolutely rifled that through a sea of bodies. It could be a 6-point Sunday for Blacktown as well. Of course, they won the earlier encounter in the under-20s by 4 goals to 3. Mitch Malia has compounded Hills United's woes. They could be sinking without a trace.
Stadium, it's now Marconi 1, Western Sydney Wanderers 1.
Goal number 8 of the season for Mitchell Malia as well. Very good return from the Blacktown winger. This is his 13th start of the season. Berry striding forwards on the heart of defence. Joey Gibbs. Campbell. Across the back it will go to Trankowski. Blacktown able to just settle it down. Forward it will go. Adam Berry now. This brings us wonderful metronomic value in the middle of the park, does Adam Berry. It's Fernandez who scored the first. Forcing issue in a wide area. Chabot will pick it back up and Muller will hoist it forwards. Campbell able to stride forward centrally. Momentarily though, taking off his Tarwins to unleash Kubo. Often the danger man for Hills United. He's had a fantastic season, Kubo, in spite of everything. 13 goals. The former J3 man. Even if Hills aren't to pull off the great escape, as we said, still a number of positives that they can look back on the NPL 1 season with. Kubo, one of those. Frangie, another, of course. Berry. Then Berry now. Goes to Burney. Involved very heavily in the opening 25 minutes here at Landon. Secondary assist for the second goal. Here's Gibbs, clipped over the top. That's delightful for Fernandez. Tracking back desperately with Byron Ginn. Yeah, that's right. Wood able to rise and pluck that. The grey skies here. Plenty of cloud cover, a lot of humidity as well. Blacktown or Seven Hills this afternoon. The weather gods playing the cruelest of tricks on us, of course, after such a delightful day yesterday. It really, truly was the spring of deception. Taken off control of Burney by Sepping. Muller. Fizzing one forwards. Sepping now. Bit more zip to it this from Hills United. Kubo. Back to Jordan Lane. Blacktown had a very sustained period of possession just moments ago. Now it's time for Hills to maybe just try and keep it on the deck, try and link up. Well, it's cursed of the commentator striking. Well, no, it's not. I retract my previous statements. Sam Kelly awarding the free kick to Hills United there. Just waited to see if any advantage would accrue. It didn't. Now for Tratos. Lopez was a target. Campbell telegraphed that all away. Mako just taking a couple of bites to bring it under his spell, and he's done very well. He dances through 1, 2 and 3, and the strike at the end of it as well isn't going to test Caden Henderson. Quite wide, and also Hanson in the end, the efforts. Tratos, of course. It's been a good acquisition, of course. Came across in mid-season from St George City. 23-year-old, of course, got plenty of football ahead of him. Turns 24 in just a couple of weeks' time. Here he is again, Petratos. Clipped in towards a Kubo. Headed clear as far as the edge of the area. We'll fall at the feet of Malia. Scored the second. Hovar there ahead of Joey Gibbs. Spray one out to the far touch line, but cut out by Trenkoski. Gibbs, oh, that's wonderful link up. Well, I thought it was with Fernandez, but just got away from them. Was able to settle it down through Mako. Whipped around the corner from Akubo to Petratos. Good link up between the two of them, but then Akubo in turn is blocked off by Chabot. Smart advantage played by referee Sam Kelly. And a wonderful covering challenge at the end of it from Byron Ginn. Right as Jack O'Brien looked to pull the trigger. Blacktown's leading scorer for this season found himself a wonderful pocket of space. It was an excellent ball to pick him out. Unable to find his 17th goal of the season there, though, Jack O'Brien. It's an excellent tackle from Byron Ginn. That's just about as good as a goal. At the expense of a corner, though. Corner taken quickly. Chabot. Berry. Put in a lot of those Horses that sort of tail away from goal this afternoon, Derry, and he hasn't been able to find the target. Hills look to get forward with great speed. It's Henderson off his line to get there ahead of Sepping. This is goalkeeping. Modern games, not just about shot stopping. You have to be able to read the situation and react accordingly. You have to be good with your feet as well. It's proving to be so. It's a warning sign though from Hills United, if nothing else.
Progress scores from around the grounds. RP Leichhardt 0, NWS Spirit 0, Marconi 1, Western Sydney Wanderers 1, Rockdale 0, Central Coast Mariners Academy 0, Sutherland Sharks 1, St George FC 0,
back for Hills.
Sydney Olympic 0,
Dancing
Sydney
around,
FC
a couple
Academy
of
0,
challenges there for Tratos, and able to link up with the
Sydney
teammate
United
across
58 0, St George City 0,
Campbell.
and Wollongong Wolves 0, trailing Man United 1. There your scores from around the grounds.
Hills looking to force the issue a little bit more here now. The feet of Mako. Been busy, industrious so far this afternoon, and a little too busy for the officials on that occasion. Sent long by Henderson. Up over halfway. Got it down by O'Brien. Blocked off by Muller, who in turn wins the free kick. And Hills understand the urgency of the assignment ahead of them. Back on the move immediately via Sepping. Now, Lane. Linked up again with Sepping, and Lane and Ben Berry, neither of them willing to pull out of that one even for half a second, so they'd be well advised. Wicked ricochet, benefiting Hills, and here is Jordan Lane again towards Akubo, juggling, it's offside. Times so far, that's the defensive line able to step forward right as the ball is played. It's a great effect. Kroski. To force it a little bit there, Barry, but Lane can't stick the pass. Joey Gibbs now, Malia. Mako. It's Lopez for Hills United. It's dinked over the top towards Akubo. It's read well once again by Caden Henderson. Fizzling out there. Chabot. Again, head up, always scanning. Hung in the air for an age, eventually plucked out of the sky by Bernie. Back it goes once more, Trenkoski. Fernandez, who's buzzing around everywhere. Joey Gibbs looking to link up again with Fernandez. It's a smart piece of defending that from Hobart. Mako. Lane. Unhappy with the options presented in front. Back it goes. Nico Muller now. Won't want his final appearance to end like this. Nico Muller. It's not going his way so far, though. His opposite captain, Chabot, able to stride forward. Jack O'Brien now measuring the cross towards Gibbs. Cohen felt happy to see the Lions person on this near touch line raising the flag for the offside. It's Joey Gibbs. Just had to leave the field of play, getting some running repairs. Slot in at centre half for the time being, while Hills United are down to 10. They're down by 2 goals to nil as well. Could see themselves going down to the Football New South Wales League One competition next season. Wasn't their place. We will see Mount Druitt coming up for 2025. Their promotion confirmed last night with the Bulls Academy's 3-1 defeat at the hands of Hakoah. Fernandez unable to ride the challenge, and now Akubo emerges with it. Sepping. Tricked everyone, including maybe himself there, but it's broken kindly for Nico Muller. Ran into Malia and Berry. Chabot, dancing feet. It's a give and go, but can't advance over halfway, can Chabot. Ooh, that's a nasty looking one as well. Sepping's just caught his studs in the turf. Back up quickly. Hills once again break through Petratos. To isolate his fullback. Measuring the cross straight into the hands of the awaiting Caden Henderson. Malia. It's so good. So it's the ball forward quickly. Keeping it moving. Just look to put a foot on the ball here, just stroke it around, push and probe and try and work an opening. Adam Berry. Hernandez linking up with Gibbs. Maybe thought about the shot. Instead it's Malia. Just off the turf right at the feet of
updated scores from around the ground to Seymour Shorts now. Sutherland Sharks 2, leading St George FC 0.
Doesn't bode well. That's all for Hills United. Not only are they 2 goals to nil down here. Sutherland. See how things have gone 2 goals to the good at Seymour Short. Just got that one all wrong there. Just toying with Iwakubo there before eventually opting to play one into the channel. Comfortably dealt with by Cam Phil. Again, it's Iwakubo looking to link up with Petratos. Again, it's repelled. Sends all the way back up the other end of the pitch. Again. And looking to release Petratos. Again, Henderson read it all the way. Gibbs. Chabot. For a minute there, it looked like it was going to very kindly indeed for Fernandez. This time it's Wood who's quickest off his line. Maka harassed by Joey Gibbs. Ball into the half space for Sepping, but unable to make any progress downfield. Instead, Chabot, Gibbs now rides the challenge of Thomas Mako. Chabot again just keeps things ticking with Fernandez and Mitch Malia. Tyron Burney clipped in centrally, and it's a flying Ryan Woods. Acrobatic take from the Gloveman. Burney, who did the damage for goals number 1 and 2 of
progress scores from around the grounds. All
cross
games approaching half time. Lambert Park, Arpia nil, Spirit nil.
First.
Mark Caney 1, Western Sydney Wanderers 1.
To add a second as well.
Rockdale 1, leading Central Coast Mariners Academy nil. Sutherland Sharks 2, leading St George FC nil.
Hoisted in towards the
Sydney
back
Olympic
stick.
nil. Now Trail Sydney FC 1.
Uakubo wants
No
it,
score
he'll
in
receive
Leinster
it,
Park.
shifting onto his left, it's Akubo, just drags it.
Sydney United 58 nil. St George City nil. Down in Wollongong. Wollongong have equalised. It's now Wollongong 1, Man United 1. Approaching half times around the grounds.
We can bring you progress scores from elsewhere. Turn the TV off if you're a Central Coast Mariners fan, because Rockdale currently lead the Mariners by 1-0. Sydney FC leads Sydney Olympic by 1-0, which means a seismic shift in the bottom two. The Mariners find themselves in 15th and in that relegation playoff place. If that was to occur, it wouldn't be the NPL without some twists and turns as Chabot looks to catch the goalkeeper out. Ryan Woods had ever so long to see it. Buller, space centrally. Lane stepping wide and uses him. It's into the channel for Petrados. Stepping straight forward to provide support. He'll receive it as well. He's looking to pull one back just before half time. Can't force a way through though. Defended ever so resolutely throughout the course of the contest. Come forward once again. Gibbs is the outlet centrally. Instead it's Malia. Shifting onto his left, Mitchell Malia! That's some save from Ryan Wood, plunging down to his right. Turn it around the post and keep the score at 2-0. Malia, it's the kind of danger he possesses. He's got one for the afternoon. An excellent save from Ryan Woods. Could have added a second. At the expense of the corner though. Blacktown had a third here, it would certainly just about be curtains for Hills. In swinging delivery, Woods, that's a very good take again from Brian Woods. Another bright spark for Hills United, in spite of everything. Petrados. Lane. Petrados again. Good feet to take him around Chabot. Up again with Lane. It's just forced the pass once again, but falls kindly for Petrados. Can't stick the pass. Fernandez, Chabot. Straight into Thomas Mako. It's all a bit chaotic. He's able to link up with O'Brien though. Plenty of space and options as well for Jack O'Brien. Opts not to go himself, lays it off. He'll receive the return pass as well. O'Brien! Radar might just need a little bit more calibration there for Jack O'Brien. As we said, hasn't featured since round 23 in that 2-0 victory over Sydney United for Blacktown. scorers so far this season. Last goal was way back 19th of June, of course. Scored last time these two sides met as well in that 2-0 victory for Blacktown. As it is. Now 2 goals.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official has indicated that there will be a minimum of 2 additional minutes added on. 2 additional minutes to be played.
Some time added on at the end of the first stanza here at Landon. Very good batting to their lead. Hills have huffed and puffed, but they haven't been able to find a way through. And again, it's Chabot picks out the pass and carries it forward, and now Malia. A couple of step overs as well. Clipped in towards the back stick. It is 3. It is that man, Jack O'Brien, rising highest and makes absolutely no mistake from inside the 6-yard box.
Goal of Blacktown City, back from injury, back with a bang. Scored by number 8, Jack O'Brien.
As we said,
Blacktown
his first mark
3,
since
United
round
0.
23. Back in the starting 11 and back on the score sheets. He hasn't missed a beat, Jack O'Brien. Goal number 17 in his 23rd appearance. As we said, doesn't mind a goal against Hills United. Scored last time these two sides met. In fairness, probably no less than Blacktown deserve for all their endeavour so far in the opening 45. Really the exclamation point on has been a very professional performance in the opening half for the hosts. Skills again. Hoist one forward in the direction of the Kubo. It's all the way through
Ladies and gentlemen, that's
to
half
Caden
time here
Henderson,
at
and that will be the
Stadium.
final action.
Blacktown City
The first
3,
45
Living Hills United 0.
here at Landon Stadium.
First half goal scorers for
Blacktown
Blacktown.
City are
Marty
absolutely
Fernandez,
flying.
Mitchell Malia,
Courtesy of goals
and
to
Jack
Marty
O'Brien.
Fernandez,
Half-time.
Mitch Malia and
In
Jack
this round 30
O'Brien.
clash, Blacktown City 3.
Half-time
Living Hills
scoreline here at
United 0.
Landon. Blacktown City 3, Hills United 0. Make sure that you join us for the second stanza. In about 15 minutes' time, we're off to a short break here at Landon. We'll see you all very soon.
so well done to the girls. And a special shout out to our youth girls, 14s, 15s and 16s. They all qualified for finals football. So wish them the best of luck next week heading into the finals. So well done, girls. So prize number 10, Sienna will be drawing this one. It's an ASICS sports bag. And Trevor Richards is the winner. So if you're here when you get your name called out today, you can come up to the box, the corporate box, and pick up your prize. So Trevor Richards wins the ASICS small sports bag. So congratulations, Trevor. 9th place, the Stanley Medal drink bottle, drawn by Talia. Wesley Jacobs, congratulations Wesley, you've won the Stanley Medal drink bottle. The 8th place Frank Green gift pack goes to Beth Houston, care of Lynn Chown. So Beth Houston, congratulations, you've won the Frank Green gift pack. And now for the 7th place, the ASICS extra large sports bag with wheels. You wouldn't believe it, Murray Chabau. Murray Chabau's got a new bag. Congratulations to the club captain, Murray. 6th place, the ladies' Tommy Hilfiger leather bag. Drawn by Sienna, goes to Caden Dale. Caden Dale, you have won the ladies' Tommy Hilfiger leather bag. Now the 5th prize, the Fortnum and Magson gift pack. Discover premium teas and exquisite biscuits valued at over $200. And that goes to Carleen Hodgkinson. Congratulations, Carleen. 4th place, the ladies' leather guest handbag valued at over $300 goes to Jackie. Just got a name and a mobile number, but Helen's there taking all the information down. So congratulations to Jackie winning the ladies' leather guest handbag. 3rd prize, the Hillbrick men's mountain bike alloy frame goes to Jay Gebhard Long. Jay Gebhard Long from Blackhorse Park, congratulations to you. 2nd prize, iPhone 14 Pro Max, 128 gigabytes with the covers, goes to Peter Townsend. Congratulations, Peter, you won yourself an iPhone 14 Pro Max. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the big one. 1st prize, Bali accommodation in a 1-bedroom villa with a private pool at the Ski Skate Resort Sanua for 2 guests for 6 nights. Accommodation is worth over $6,000 and you have 12 months to book. So the trip to Bali, the main prize, goes to Jennifer Yuan. Jennifer Yuan, congratulations, you're off to Bali. Again, a massive thank you to everyone who supported the Blacktown City Mega Raffle for 2024. And a special shout out once again to the under 14s girls who sold tickets through the roof. All the money goes to the club beyond the presents. So thank you once again to everyone. And again, a massive thank you to Sienna and Talia and Club Director Luke Rudenberg who helped me out on the field.
Oh, welcome back to Landon Stadium for the second stanza of round 30 action here in the NPL men's competition. It is Blacktown, of course, with a commanding 3-0 lead at the interval over Hills United. Hills United getting us underway, but Blacktown on the march ever so quickly. We've had a few changes at half-time. We'll bring you news on that very soon. Berry, shift into the area, able to advance though. Carried forward now by Dimi Petratos for Hills United, one of those introduced at half-time. Feet as well from Dimi Petratos. Worked it wide towards Petratos again, repels as far as Mitchell Malia. Lane happy to watch that into touch. Well, for Blacktown, Ruben Awara-Tifi introduced at half-time, as well as Julian Rodriguez. Will operate on this new touch line. Jamal Belcardi now for Hills. Shifting onto his left, able to pull the trigger as well, but blocked off immediately and then hooked clear by Tyrone Burney. Let's see the other change, maybe Daniel McHugh. It is indeed for Blacktown City. Triple change at half-time by Mark Crittenden. Here is McHugh stealing in to nod it clear as far as Phil. Running forward again here, McHugh just holding it up, awaiting the supporting cast. Rodriguez, now Campbell. Chance for Crittenden to as many minutes into as many players as possible ahead of finals football on Wednesday.
Triple substitution at half times for both sides. Firstly, Hills United going off as number 20, Thomas Lopez, replaced by number 10, Jamal Belcardi, going off number 16, Lockie Seppi,
bring it out of
replaced by number 11, Anthony
Pick
Frangi,
it back up, Chabot.
going off number 26, Thomas Mako, replaced by number 77, Dimi Petratos, whilst for Blacktown City going off was number 3, Jaden Trenkowski, replaced by number 41, Daniel McHugh, going off number 17, Marty Fernandez, replaced by number 9, Ruben Awara-Tifi, and also going off was Joey Gibbs, replaced by Julian Rodriguez, number 19. There in half-time substitutions.
Confirmation on those half-time changes from legend of the game, of course, in Will Gotsis, Blacktown City ground announcer. Leading the field for Blacktown, of course, Jaden Trenkowski, Marty Fernandez, who scored the opener, and the Iceman in Joey Gibbs. One of those substitutes, firing a shot away there, of course, Julian Rodriguez. The three introduced at half-time. Of course, Anthony Frangi as well introduced at the interval for Castley's side. Awara-Tifi. O'Brien, who added a third just before half-time. On it goes with Burney, twisting and turning and trying to fashion an opening. Able to get the cross in the end, but cleared by Hobart as far as Petratos and now Akubo. Frangi. Top building here with Petratos. It's just off the heels of Petratos. Able to find Frangi though. Frangi with a sighter. Up to the take for Caden Henderson. He's going to be capable from that sort of range. Frangi. Goals, including some pretty spectacular ones at this venue. 4 goals for the season to Hills United's number 11 is Muller. comfortably intercepted, and very able to stride forwards. Cut out by Ging just before it reached the Waratifi. To number 10, Chabot and Jamal Belcardi. And Belcardi could be in a bit of trouble here. Yellow card out of
Just
the
a reminder,
very
ladies and
quickly.
gentlemen, your Blacktown City will be in the elimination semi-final coming up on Wednesday.
Jamal Belcardi.
We'll know who will be versing at the conclusion of today's game. Currently would be Sydney United 58 FC. We'll be playing St George, Sydney United or Wollongong Wolves pending results. Make sure you get across to Landon Stadium next Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, as we proceed into the finals, the elimination semi-final, massive game for the club.
Chabot back up and about, gets us back underway, but it's comfortably cut out by Nico Muller. Lucky Petratos looking to stretch the pitch. Henderson's favourite to get there. He's had to come a long way to do so. He's under a bit of pressure as well. Able to eventually...
Updated score from around the grounds. Rockdale 1, Central Coast Mariners Academy 1.
Bring you an update from Rockdale as well. Better news for Mariners fans. They've just equalised. Our focus here, of course, at Landon Stadium. Blacktown certainly look to be consigning Hills United to the automatic drop. Results elsewhere aren't going their way in any case. Adam Berry again sweeping it into the back post. And Waratifi arriving late. Ryan Woods arriving there early. Nico Muller striding forward. Skips around Rodriguez as if he wasn't even really there. Jamal Belcardi hoisting it forwards. Teasing its way out to Anthony Franchi, who looks to slalom inside of Tyron Burney. Hooked in towards the back post as well. Henderson at the end of it all. Coolness personified. Rodriguez. Chabot, head up and scanning. Up in the area to aim for as well, one of who is a Waratifi. Muller unable to clear his lines. It might just pop out kindly here for Rodriguez, and Waratifi again waiting for it. Ryan Wood there first. Carrying it forwards as Jack O'Brien supporting. First time ball across the 6-yard box. Just ahead of a Waratifi. Kubo. Lucky Petratos. His heels clipped. And there'll be many very happy Blacktown City supporters out there at the moment, one of who, of course, Eves Gerard, tuning in all the way from Mauritius. Towards a Kubo. Henderson smartly off his line again. Of course, Eves Gerard, as we said, tuning in from Mauritius. He is a Blacktown local, Blacktown City fan as well as a Liverpool FC fan as well. I won't hold that against you, Eves. Shout out to he and his son Stefan as well tuning in. Adam Berry. Very neat passing patterns indeed here are Blacktown City, and they'll have a corner for their endeavour as well. Bring you progress score as well from the Australia Cup, where Chaos reigning supreme. The Jets were soaring with a 2-goal advantage over Macarthur. Macarthur have just equalised. 2 apiece in that one. Doesn't love a bit of chaos as Blacktown look to create a bit more chaos in the box as well themselves. Just about able to deal with it. Had the throw in as well, Dimi Petratos. Mucky Petratos goes past 1 and 2. Able to get past the third though. Covering defence. Ultimately against Mucky Petratos. Have it back though. Square ball for Nico Muller, who clips one into the area. Might fall at the feet of Jamal Belcardi, it does. Flag is up though. Puts pay to that. To see anyway back for Hills United in this one. Huffing and puffing, but no real end product. Of course, they brought on Jamal Belcardi and Dimi Petratos in an effort to try and turn the tide. Here is Jamal Belcardi, one of 15 players out there with the Central Coast connection, of course, the Avoca Junior.
Updated scores from around the grounds, all on about the hours mark. RB Leichhardt nil, Spirit nil, Marconi 1, Western Sydney Wanderers 1, Rockdale Ellington 1, Central Coast Mariners 1, Sutherland Sharks 2.
The strike from Franchi, oh, some save!
George FC nil, Sydney FC 2 nil, Sydney
well.
nil, Sydney United, George City nil, and it's still 1-1 down at Macedonian Park, Wollongong Wolves and Manly United.
Been good with his feet so far today. Not really tested so far in terms of his shot stopping, and well, he's passed that with flying colours as well. Flying through the air to turn it around the post. It was a wicked effort, dipping and moving everywhere from Anthony Franchi. Would you believe it? That's actually Hills United's first shot on target as well. Here's Petratos with the second shot on target. It took 2 points to get there. Did. Fortunately for him as well, as Franchi was lurking, looking to pounce on the rebounds. Blacktown looks to hit back. Transition so rapidly. Here's Malia Rodriguez. One touch to set himself, second touch to deliver to the head of a Warratifi and the on-rushing O'Brien. All the way out into touch, and we will see a fourth change of the afternoon by Luke Casserly, leaving the fields, Maki Petratos.
Substitution for Hills United, going off number 8, Maki Petratos. Replaced by number 7, Wade Giovanali.
Wade Giovanali, who continues his run of appearances off the bench, the futsal route. Blacktown City here though. Across the Warratifi, straight into the hands of Ryan Woods. A bad bit of distribution that from Wood as well to find Belcardi. Assessing the options in front, one of whom is Philp. Rodriguez then pushed it into the night sky by Philp, and touch for Giovanali. Over the top it goes. Gifted, of course, by Giovanali. You have to be a futsal route. Smart from a Warratifi. In behind for O'Brien. Just about between the shoulder of the centre half and the fullback. Good covering defence though from Jordan Lane. Getting there just in the nick of time. O'Brien, dangerous customer. Can't afford to fall asleep even for a split second. You've got players like he and of course the Warratifi as well. Chabot couldn't quite stick the pass to Adam Berry. It was just a little too far ahead of the former Mariner there. Stretching just about every fibre with that left leg to try and reel us in. It's Muller for Hills. Frangi. Good linked up between he and Giovanali. Giovanali just offering the wall pass. Frangi unable to force his way through though, and Chabot emerges with it. Finds a Waratifi in a pocket of space. Wants to isolate the defender. Played in towards Rodriguez. One touch to set himself. Waiting for support, which does arrive in the form of Mitch Malia. Cameron Philp left it late, but eventually hooks it clear. Cardi only finding his opposite number 10 in Chabot. Linked up between he and O'Brien, and then Chabot looking to fizz it out towards Waratifi. Mark Crittenden will go to his bench one more time. That will be the final action, of course, for Mario Chabot as well.
Substitution for Blacktown City going off the skipper, number 10, Mario Chabot.
To be replaced by number 22, Jacob
Coming
Maniti.
on in his place, number 22, Jacob Maniti.
4 changes apiece for each side. Still one up the sleeve as well. Troy still on the bench as well for Mark Crittenden's men. What a weapon to be able to bring off the bench as well. Doesn't get any easier for Hills, does it? Rodriguez. Flip it around the corner. Not quite on the same wavelength as McHugh. Again, Moore. Carried by a Waratifi. Jimmy Petratos now. Rides the challenge of Rodriguez. Frangi unable to force his way past Campbell. Blacktown will have the free kick centrally as well. Eventually gets us back underway. Ryan just lets it roll and it's tries to go around the outside while he runs out of real estate in the end. Impressive return this afternoon though from Jack O'Brien, of course, returning from injury, his first appearance since round 23. Petratos, oh, that's a delicious looking ball for Jamal Belcardi. First time delivery towards the back stick, and what a save! Anthony Frangi, you'd put your house on him scoring from there. Caden Henderson says no thanks. He wants that clean sheet, and my, based on his last 2 saves, doesn't he deserve it? Excellent piece of goalkeeping. Of course, had to get back across the face of goal very quickly. Excellent delivery from Jamal Belcardi. Take nothing away from it. Wasn't much more that Anthony Frangi could have done, really. Caden Henderson, well, maybe giving Mark Crittenden a couple of things to think about as well ahead of the elimination finals midweek. Prendergast just rested today. Another quarter for their trouble load. Nothing to show for it. Jack O'Brien will pick it back up on halfway. Waratifi bringing it out of the sky. And, well, Rodriguez has given himself away there somewhat, I think. Instead, we're going to come back for nearly a free kick. Ryan gets us back underway very quickly. Blacktown on the march once again. Well, Jordan Lane just stepping in to defuse the situation. Giovanali double teamed immediately. Maniti Jack O'Brien, again, good movement off the ball. A Warratifi! Just looking to dink the keeper. I think he was expecting Ryan Wood to go down as he pulled the trigger. Ryan Woods stood tall and read it all the way. A little dink over the top. All the way over the top. Still they come here, Blacktown. Rodriguez. Touch just took him a little wider than he may have hoped. Adam Berry. McHugh supporting. Berry fashions the opening himself. Well, the ball that's required there from Berry. Delivery has been a little hit and miss this afternoon. Beza. He's known locally. That one was certainly a little more miss than hit, really. Campbell really tied himself up in knots, but then asserted himself into the situation to great effect. Berry. McHugh overlapping. Berry stayed in support. Linking up with McHugh. Just about dealt with as far as Bernie. Bit of head tennis between Bernie and Frangie, and then Frangie is all over Bernie like a cheap suit, really. Beniti, that's smart to get things on the move. O'Brien keeps it moving. He might get the return pass as well. That is a thundering collision. Right on the edge of the area.
Updated scores from around the grounds.
Bags in the centre of the park as well.
Rockdale 2 now leading Central Coast Mariners Academy 1. Sutherland Sharks 3 leading St George FC 0. Sydney FC 2 leading Sydney Olympic 1. And Man United 2 now leading Wollongong Wolves 1.
Well, avert your eyes if you're a Central Coast Mariners fan. Rockdale has just retaken the lead down there. Sydney FC also hold a slender advantage over Sydney Olympic by 2-1. Sutherland are running away with it at Seymour Shore. They're up by 3-0. As it is here, Town 3, Hills United 0, and referee Sam Kelly has a little bit of sorting out to do as well. Seems like he may have sorted that out without any need for further action. It's the Blacktown free kick. Very to deliver. Everyone behind the ball here for Hills. As it stands, Hills going down. The Mariners finish second bottom if it stays as it is. Rodriguez hooks it back in towards Awaratifi. He gets the shot away and draws a very good save once again. That is Ryan Woods. To react quickly, well, the ball out didn't quite match the save that from Ryan Wood. Just really sliced it straight up into the air, just ballooned up into the air, and Blacktown again able to carry it forwards. Malia. Scored the second, of course. Marty Fernandez opening the scoring, and Jack O'Brien capping off a very good first half performance for Blacktown City by adding the third. Really was the exclamation point on the first half. At the end of the first half as well. Here's Rodriguez. Just a little too far ahead of Awaratifi. We want to talk about chaos. The Australia Cup, as we said, ongoing up at Newcastle at the moment. The Jets did lead by 2-0. A brace to Valor Germain made it 2 apiece. Tommy Aquilina restored the Jets' advantage. Marin Yakalish has just scored 2 in the space of 4 minutes from MacArthur, giving them a 4-3 lead. Meanwhile, here's McHugh. with a real force, a real velocity behind it. Ryan Wood happy to watch it wide though. Confident, I should say, that he had his angles correct. And Berry rising over the top of Kubo. Kubo will have it back though. Flick around the corner for Muller. That's a wonderful little turn around the corner from Dimi Petratos, but didn't quite have the speed required to evade the attention of Campbell or Benberry. Jamal Belcardi, well, that's excellent work to take it away from Adam Berry. Jamal Belcardi force the opening, and Berry will have it back. Plenty of options in front as well. 2 to aim for in the area now. Also arriving is O'Brien to make it 3. Once again, Muller carrying it forwards. Belcardi. Free his feet. Playing his way into trouble. Blacktown once again on the march. First time delivery towards Rodriguez. He's arriving late. Post area. The spin on the ball, taking it off the surface here at Landon Stadium and all the way harmlessly behind. We can bring you updates from elsewhere. At the Palace, Marconi have taken the lead over the Wanderers just a couple of minutes ago. That one is 2-1. As we said at Rockdale, 2-1 up over the Mariners. To the channel it goes here. Dealt with. Manly United have a 2-1 lead down at Wollongong as well. Presley Ortiz at the double for Manly. Sutherland's setting a commanding 3-0 lead over St George FC. While he's Canfield, a little back heel to find Belcardi. First time delivery as well. Kubo. Still a Kubo. He's going around him very quickly. In towards Giovanelli, stretching to try and poke it home. Like Giovanelli, who is at 16, 17 now. Matchday appearances. Recently celebrated his 30th birthday, of course, a former futsal root. Are you ever really a former futsal root, though? I think that title really stays with you forever.
Substitution for Hills United. Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. His last ever professional game. Number 27, fantastic career, Nikolai Muller.
He will press the bench for the final time.
Thank you for your services, Nikolai.
And for the final time, it will be
replaced by number 17, Muller, Caleb Jackson Brown.
Taking his lead. It's a great applause from both sets of supporters. A very fond reception. For the number 27, takes his lead for the final time this afternoon. Glittering career across Europe and, of course, his way out to Australia with the Wanderers and the Mariners. Finishes up here at Landon Stadium this afternoon. Here's Bernie looking to turn on the afterburners. He's done well to find O'Brien as well. A little reverse pass as well. Unable to reach it. Jackson Brown there ahead of him. Came on just a moment ago for Nico Muller. Giovanelli on the ball now, has taken the armband. A belated birthday present perhaps for Wade Giovanelli. Better than his last birthday present. He did come off the bench 2 days after his birthday in that 4-1 defeat at the hands of Apia Leichhardt. Final change coming up as well for Blacktown City. Well, we've had
Final
four already.
substitution of the afternoon for Blacktown City going
Right,
off.
process of elimination, it will be.
Number 8, Jack O'Brien.
Danny Choi, South
Not
Korea,
for
into
Academy
the
at number
fray.
11, Danny Choi.
4 goals for the season so far for Danny Choi. 1 goal today so far for Jack O'Brien as well, who takes his leave. What a return to first team action, as we said, straight back into the starting 11, straight back on the score sheet. No stranger to it, Jack O'Brien, goal number 17 in the season. Said earlier in the piece, Danny Choi got a weapon to be able to bring off the bench as well. That's 15 or so minutes in the legs here. Well, the Mariners seemingly sinking at Rockdale at the moment. Rockdale have just added a third. Looks like it will be the Mariners to play in that relegation playoff. Or second bottom, play second place from the League One men's competition. Last night was Bulls Academy, so it looks like we will have a battle of the academies in the Pro Rel playoff potentially. Good, as we said, confirmed as returning to the top flights at the first time of asking as well. Go back through the archives over the course of the last week or so, and I couldn't actually find another team that's managed to do that. Impressive feat. Of course, Bulls were the other side that was relegated last season. We'll have an opportunity to also go straight back up. Here's Belcardi for Hills. It's just opened up for him there as well. He's able to get the shot away. Clasps his hands in frustration and looks up to the sky. It was a regulation take for Caden Henderson. He's made a couple of absolutely top shelf saves this afternoon for Blacktown. Fully deserving of the clean sheet. It does come to pass. Passes on that from Rodriguez to link up with Malia. Goes through the gears and pulls it back into the area. Well, he did run out of real estate in the end. It just ran away from him a little bit there, Mitch Malia.
In the final 10 minutes around the grounds, progress scores, RP Leichhardt 0, NWS Spirit 0, Marconi 2, leading Western Sydney Wanderers 1, Rockdale 3, leading Central Coast Mariners Academy 1.
Goals to show for the second
Sutherland
half.
3, leading St George FC 1.
Shortage of entertainment though.
Sydney FC 2, leading
Said,
Sydney Olympic 1. No score at Benjamin Park, Sydney United 58 in St George City.
Anthony Frangi.
And down in Wollongong, it's still Man United 2, leading Wollongong Wolves 1.
Coming out on top of the battle between he and Anthony Frangi so far in this one. Smart to let it run there from Choi, and now Awaratifi bursting into the area. Just about able to keep it in play as well. I thought he managed to link up with Choi. Well, Choi will pick it back up in a roundabout sort of way. Great feat as well to take him away from Hobart. Measuring the cross and the strike from Malia on the turn. Perhaps didn't realise quite how much time he had. Perhaps had enough time to actually make himself a cup of tea before he got the shot away. Seemingly rushing it. Does have one for the afternoon, of course, Mitch Malia. Rifled one home through a sea of bodies in the first half to double Blacktown's advantage. We await a goal in this second stanza. Phil just run away from Jackson Brown, and Rodriguez with a pocket of space, looking for a Awaratifi as well. It's cut out before it reaches him. Belcardi, who's been good since his half-time introduction. Oh, that's the curse of the commentator. Clear as day. Belcardi playing it straight to the face of Beniti. 22 years old, of course, Kamal Belcardi, as this one goes over the top towards Iwakubo. Into the area, Iwakubo is one-on-one with Campbell. They're all over each other. It's Belcardi! Deserved a better finish, in fairness. Excellent hold-up work from Iwakubo. Against Lachlan Campbell. Straight at the feet of Belcardi, and, well, perhaps he didn't realise quite how much time he had. He took it on awfully quickly. Straight into the breadbasket. The most regulation of regulation saves, really, for Caden Henderson. Those goals at Rockdale, of course, it was Alec Goroshevsky with a brace. Bailey Bartman pulled one back from the Mariners, but it's Ovens who's added a third, compounding the Mariners' woes. St George FC have pulled one back, though, at Seymour Shore. But you'd have to think the most unlikely of unlikely comebacks. But hey, let chaos reign supreme, I say. Love simultaneous kickoffs, of course. Said that symphony of chaos. Speaking of chaos, Rockdale 4, Central Coast Mariners 1. And that shit has certainly drifted drastically off course for Lucas Valela's Mariners. Went 7 games unbeaten. I'll tell you what, fielding of an ineligible player back. The draw against St George City. Losing them a point that could cost them their top flight status. Here's Danny Choi, maybe thinking about the shot here, Choi. Just waiting for it to open up, instead linking up with McHugh. Choi again. McHugh. Town again, happy to just push and probe. Patience. Malia. Driving inside is Malia. McHugh, it's run away from him. Thundering challenge against Belcardi from McHugh. Great recovery. Now Danny Choi. Open up for him, so recycle through Maniti and Berry. Choi. Fresh he's buzzing around everywhere between the lines, Danny Choi. Love to see it. There he is again. The beating of Giovanelli, forced back to Ben Berry. Bernie, drifted inside a bit. Pass after pass after pass is from Blacktown. And linked up is gorgeous to watch. Hobart asserting himself on the situation only momentarily, though. Hobart again, touch tight, but it's Malia now. Sliding challenge to take it off the toe of Malia. Straight to McHugh. Maniti. Maniti just letting it run out of play. Blacktown physio is waved on. It's a fairly innocuous on that one. Just having a look at the replay on the monitors here. It was a sliding challenge indeed. Perhaps could have done a bit of damage. Well, there's been a red card at Seymour Shore as well. Still 3-1 in favour of Sutherland. Red card in the 89th minute. Sutherland player. Well, confirmation on who that might have been. Interesting sort of finish. So that one there is Mitch Malia. returns to the field of play. Blacktown return to their full complement of 11. Italia, of course, on his comeback tour of sorts. Into the channel it goes for Ruben Awaratifi. Well, he's still not moving entirely freely. Again, Blacktown is recycle. Finds McHugh in a pocket of space. Belcardi not willing to give him an inch. Well, of course, brother of Bilal Belcardi, both Coast Juniors. Bilal plying his trade at Manly. Currently lead Wollongong by 2-1 down at Macedonia Park. And his mid-season magician, Prinsley Ortiz, across from St George, and the damage against Wollongong. That's an emphatic sort of clearance from Cam Phil. Into the final 4 or so minutes here at Landon Stadium. As I said, still no goals in the second 45. Mostly thanks to the excellent work from Caden Henderson. First appearance of the season for Blacktown City in place of the rested Tristan Prendergast, and given an absolutely fantastic account of himself as well. Danny Choi skipping around Giovanali. Oh, that's a great challenge to take it off the toe of Danny Choi though. And Kubo. Just let it run away from him. It's Ben Berry now. Brother Adam. Easy. Ben Berry again. Maniti ahead of Petrados. Choi. Losing the space here, Blacktown. Great feet as well. Working their way into the area towards Awaratifi, who's waiting to receive. Awaratifi, before he knew it, had to take the snapshot, really. It was under his feet.
Full-time scores from around the grounds. Atlanta Park, Apia 1, defeated NWS Spirit 0. Man United 2, defeated Wollongong Wolves 1.
For Hills.
So that means your Blacktown City will be hosting the Elimination semi-final.
Into the channel it goes for Phil. Pulled back
here
across
on
the
Wednesday
face.
night, up against St George City. So Blacktown City to take on St George City
back from
here
whence
on
it
Wednesday
came.
night. The semi-final will be Apia hosting Sydney United 58. Make sure you get all your friends and family to Landon Stadium on Wednesday as we host St George City in the first elimination semi-final.
Swung into the
Trying to
area.
get through to the preliminary final
All the way
on the
through
weekend
to
after.
Anthony Franchi now. Fashioning an opening, headed clear by Campbell. Only as far as Phil. He'll get the return pass as well and get the shot away. Just dragged wide. He's taken 2 or 3 touches on the way through that from Cam Phil. He's the after effects of the challenge as well. Wearing scars for his sins. He's held back to his feet by Wade Giovanali. Swung in towards the near post. Getting plucked out of the afternoon sky by Henderson. Confirmation that Blacktown will finish 4th. They will host St George City in that elimination final here at Landon Stadium on Wednesday night. As Troy has found himself with a bit of space to operate in. Hugh and Maniti. Adam Berry. For the final 30 seconds of the regulation 90. Cardi for Hills and Giovanali now. Jimmy Petrados. Taken away from McHugh, but Maniti was lurking and took it off his toe in turn. We're going going to see 3
Ladies and
minutes
gentlemen,
of
the fourth
time
official,
added
Danny
on.
Morstead, has indicated there will be a minimum of 3 additional minutes to be played. 3 minutes of time added on.
Driven in towards the Warratifi, and again, Ryan Woods getting there ahead of the Warratifi. Belcardi now able to stride forward. Passing to the channel towards Akubo. Wouldn't stick for him though. Now Rodriguez. He's taking a bit of a spill on this near touch line. Danny Choi now. Danny Choi from range. We've seen him score from much further out as well, of course, in the Australia Cup, Danny Choi. A number of years ago, but couldn't find his range that time. Vinali again looking to open up the pitch towards Belcardi. McHugh read it all the way, and just to nod it back to Henderson. Will be in no real sort of hurry to pick this one up. 3 points just about secured here for Blacktown City. A deserved 3 points it's been. Professional, polished performance in spite of the squad rotation as well. That's a wonderful sliding challenge. Well, Sam Kelly doesn't seem to think so. A lot of ball that was perhaps raised a bit there from McHugh. Jimmy Petrados, perhaps a late consolation cooking here for Hills. Belcardi comfortably dealt with once again. Repelled as far as Rodriguez, and now a Warratifi able to turn. As support, right, it will go towards Malia via Choi. Looking to drive it lane, here is Malia. Able to find a passing lane as well. Passing lane directed straight into the hands of Ryan Woods. Giovanali inviting the challenge from Warratifi and then letting Warratifi just run straight past him. This one somewhat petering out. Blacktown, of course, no need to rush or force things here. Hills United seemingly resigned to their fate. Danny Choi might look to add a fourth. A bit of defending from Lane, though, to get there ahead of Danny Choi. The fresher legs, of course, of Blacktown's number 11. Here's Adam Berry. Sizing up the opportunity. Is Malia. It's Berry. It's more! Adam Berry. Back at the starting 11. Back on the score sheet.
Adam Berry, the last kicker of the game, makes it 4-0 Blacktown City.
And that is the final action here at Landon Stadium, no less.
Full time here at Landon Stadium.
Than Blacktown
City
deserved.
4 defeated Hills United 0. Blacktown
Adam
goal
Berry's
scorers
first
Marty
start
Fernandez,
since all the way back
Mitchell
on the 4th
Malia,
of May.
Jack O'Brien, and Adam Berry's first start since May with the 4th goal.
Adding a fourth and an exclamation point on what has been
Don't forget,
a very
this
good
coming Wednesday,
performance from
your
Blacktown
Blacktown City
in the lead up to
hosts
finals.
St George City in the elimination semi-final here at
Blacktown
Landon
will
Stadium
finish
at 7:30
fourth for the
p.m.
season, of course.
We need
They
all
will
the fans
take
to
on
come
St
along
George
in big
City
numbers to cheer your
in the
team on.
elimination final.
Congratulations to Mark Crittenden
On
side,
Wednesday.
finishing 4th past the post.
Excellent
It all starts again on Wednesday.
work from
The whole
Mark
new
Crittenden
competition.
and his men.
And we take on
They get a chance to
St George
defend
City,
their grand final
one of
crown.
the 2 elimination semi-finals for the right to proceed through to the
The Hills
preliminary final. On
United,
behalf of everyone here at Blacktown City Football
Their
Club, a massive
season
thank you for your
finishes in
attendance today
disappointments.
and
Their
throughout
run
the year. We look forward to
one
seeing you again
season
on Wednesday night
in
for
the
our
NPL
elimination semi-final
top flight
as we take
has
St
ended
George
at
City
the
on.
bottom of the table,
Travel
unable
safely
to hoist
home.
themselves clear.
Thank you, good night.
Today, Hills United. Still a number of bright sparks for them throughout the course of the season, but not enough to start a flame to keep them in the top flight. They will play their football in 2025 in the New South Wales League One men's competition. The Mariners will have to play off against the Bulls Academy in that Pro-Rel playoff as well to see what the final makeup is of the top flight for next season. But until then, it has been an absolute pleasure having your company all season, of course. The NPL Men's New South Wales competition for 2024. I'll see you all in the summer, of course. But from me, Pete Pryor, it's bye for now.